to our MC tonight. Right? 2016 Miss Georgia, Patricia Ford.
Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? Good. Well, welcome to the 2016 Mount Jade Science and Technology Association of the Southeastern Region Scholarship Banquet. 欢迎大家到2016年玉山科技年会。Thank you. We have a wonderful program in store tonight, so we hope you'll be a respectful audience and honor our wonderful scholars that will be honoring this evening and also watching them perform. So as we have a few more guests entering into the banquet hall, I'm going to step over the middle of the podium here. As we have our guests continuing entering the banquet hall and taking their seats, I would like to welcome, with my great honor, in just a minute, Jackie Chen to the stage. But before I do, I just wanted to tell everyone, I myself am an alumna of the Mount Jade Scholarship Program. I received a scholarship back in 2011, which I was able to use towards my Bachelor of Science degree at Georgia Tech, where I received a degree in Business Administration and a concentration in Marketing. So I'm so thankful to be back here tonight, 5 years later, to be able to honor these students that we have here tonight. Never in a million years, when I was sitting in these students' seats 5 years ago, did I think I could ever be Miss Georgia. So you never know where life takes you, and we're so honored to honor all of our students here tonight and to be the beginning of their journey onto something great in the future. So without further ado, I'd like to invite the chair of our organization tonight to the stage, Jackie. Please give her a round of applause.
Good evening. Welcome to the 24th Annual Mount Jade Conference. Thank you so much for coming and choose to come to our event tonight. I know you have many other choices, but you made it here. It means a lot to us, especially we have guests travel long distance to join us tonight, and thank you very much. I feel so honored to be the chair of such a wonderful organization. It's such a professional and passionate and dedicated team. This year our focus is technology and living. Through this conference, we would like to engage with all of you in interesting and educational topics throughout tonight's program. So prepare yourself to be challenged, excited, and inspired. Many people ask why the organization name is Mount Jade. And Mount Jade is a symbolic landscape, and it's the tallest mountain in Taiwan. So climbing the Mount Jade is like reaching for the excellence. Our organization has been around for 24 years, and we strive to be better year after year. You might ask, are we there yet? Have we reached the top yet? I believe we are getting very close. But we look forward to the next new generation, our young people, to help us carry that torch so we can continue our effort to reach the summit. And that's why Mount Jade provides a Young Achiever Scholarship Award to invest in our future. And before I hand over to our honorable guest, Director General of TICO in Atlanta, Mr. Stephen Tai, I want to once again, on behalf of Mount Jade, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the banquet tonight. Thank you.
Good evening, Chair Judy, Jackie Chen, and the Board of Directors. We have Commissioner Wonder, Overseas Community Affairs Council. We have a few advisors from the OCAC. We have Huang Meimei, Li Ziqian, Li Benqian, and quite a lot of few advisors. Distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure and honor to be here to attend Banquet's annual conference. My colleagues, this evening, we have a few colleagues from TECO. We have our Deputy Director, Robert Duan. Can you say Robert? Robert Duan. Okay, yeah. We have Ms. Lin Tai, Economic Division. We have Deputy Director Tony Tai. We have Ms. Rebecca Fu from Culture Center. My colleagues and I extend our best wishes for the success of tonight's event. I think a lot of you may be aware that since the Banquet establishment in 1993, Banquet has been an invaluable resource to the Taiwanese American community through technology and business seminars and community activities. Banquet brings members of the Asian Americans and the mainstream communities together, ensuring their free access to ideas, opportunities, and creative solutions in the field of science and technology. Over the past few months, under the leadership of Chair Jackie Chen and the Board of Directors and the volunteers, they made a lot of efforts to make tonight's event possible. Would you please join me in giving them the round of applause? Today, the keynote speaker and the other presenters offered important insights on technology. I think this afternoon they talk about like green energy house, organic versus genetic, pain management, and upward mobility. I'm sure we all learned valuable lessons from today's conference, whose theme is technology and living. I know we benefit from the opportunity to have met each other and discuss common concerns. By honoring young achievers and offering scholarship awards, Banquet recognizes academic achievement and encourages useful enterprise and initiative so important in the forward-looking technology industry. I congratulate this year's winners in the various categories, including community service, leadership, special talent, the environment and engineering, and the science. Again, thank you for your attendance and for having me tonight. So enjoy the dinner and the program. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Tai. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage Director Fu Zhuren and Jackie for a brief presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca Fu from Culture Center of TECO in Atlanta. We would like to thank玉山科技协会for their donation to Tainan earthquake. So, thank you.
Next is all what you've been waiting for, our keynote speaker. Dr. Liming Hu is a wonderful person. If you see in the program book, he is really amazing. His company had $3 billion market value, and he's done several IPO. And he also has a big heart. He also set up a foundation for children with special needs. And so the first time I met him, that when I heard his bio, he said that he's been doing this for 20-some years, but he looks like 30 years old. So I think that's a secret that we really need to hear from him. How does he keep a young heart and also the passionate to be so successful in business and yet helping the community? So today he is going to bring a motivation speech to our young people and for our audience. So please join me. Welcome, Dr. Liming Hu.
Okay, thank you, Jackie, and thanks, Director Tai. My style is that I'm not going to stand there in the podium. I'm trying to walk around and try to balance both sides. So first, I didn't know that I'm going to share with people how to stay young and long. So that I'm going to set that portion to the later part. And Jackie has asked me to share the success story to motivate younger generation. Hi everyone, I see so many young people here, millennials. Hi, very happy to see you guys here. I think I'm going to change the topic. I'm going to share with you the failure stories first. Okay. So when I got my degree, start to work, and I've been involved with so many startups. I started several ones, and based on my experience, I said, hey, I failed so many times. So when I started the company, Eddie May, and I have a pretty strong conviction that it's going to be a very successful one. Because based on the statistics, they say in the Silicon Valley, only 1 in 10 companies will make it. And I look at that and say, hey, if I failed 10 already, the next one must be a successful one, right? So I started Eddie May. It's a company that we do mortgage software. So my partner asked me to start a company with him, and I was like, this is wonderful. I mean, this is I'm the expert in this area. I mean, I just did a mortgage 2 weeks ago. I knew the system was broken. Okay, so what would be a great rewarding experience if you go to an industry that's huge, and yet there's not really a strong competition, right? So this is how I started the company. The things get a little bit more interesting. So 2.5 years after the company started, we were doing great, but then what I realized that hey, I found a good spot that I can see everyone. So what I realized that I woke up one day and then I found my second son to be autistic. Okay, so that was the biggest challenge of my life. I mean, I want to work hard, I want to make a lot of money, but on the other hand, the early intervention is so critical. I want to take care of my kid. So after the whole night, so I have decided that I cannot change the situation. There's no escape. But however, I can try my best. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to try my best, just take care of my son. Whatever I do, as long as I try my best, things will be okay. And 2 years passed away. So my son, it was a miracle. He opened his mouth, and the first thing he said is, Daddy. At that point, I was the happiest dad in the world. Okay. So there's quite some awakening, right? First, I realized that money, success, probably not that important because I have a success at home, right? Then I remember that things kind of doesn't go the way I planned, right? So I went back, when I found my son to be autistic, I went back to my partners. I mean, company is doing well, we raised $12 million. So I told all my partners that, sorry, anime is not important to me. I have a more important project at home, which is my son. And after my son was successful, I think it's time for reconciliation, right? So I went back to the company. So I tell them, I told you I have a startup at home. That's my son. And then the next thing, I don't know what happened, but I said, anime is not important to me anyway. I said, because I have the first startup to be very successful at home. So the anime doesn't matter to me. So the funny thing is that couple years down the road, then I realized a couple things that I could never figure out. Then I started to figure out that the first one is that I get all the respect from my partners, okay? Because I take care of my family, and then I still try to work hard, but I take care of my family first. Then the second thing, I realized that, hey, I'm breaking through the glass ceiling. Because all my engineering friends, they get a comment. I heard a comment. They say, "Oh, this guy working hard. I mean, he should work smarter, work with other people, and maybe he's not that good." So I realized that the working smart is much better than working hard, right? And what I realized that even though I say I don't care about company, but I need to make sure I can hire someone smarter. I can get someone really work together to get the company going. And so people say, hey, you have good organization skill. And so this is all the things I learned that not that obvious. Then the next thing I did is that I went out to raise $2.5 million. $3 million, I built a center for the children and adults with special needs. And I've been helping the community and doing a lot of work for them. And then I realized that that's the most rewarding experience. Okay. So what's interesting is that I met so many people. I learned one thing most important. It's called the leadership. When you work for a non-profit organization, when you need someone to follow you, when you need someone to work weekends and days, so you need to have a vision. You need to have passion. And you need to have someone believe in you, because you cannot fire these people. You cannot pay people enough to have a passion to follow you. So that's what I learned. So I apply a lot of what I learned from non-profit organization, applied to work. And so the company was very successful, went public, and doing very well. And right now, coming back to the staying young, right? So I have a story to tell everyone. So the story is that CNN, they found that one place in Asia, there's a lot of the people living very, very old. So they went to this place, and then it's like the sun is getting dark. So they found this guy, and they say, how old are you? 101. So they followed him home, and then, can we interview you? We want to understand why you can live so long, and be so happy. Right? So they set up all the camera, and then doing all the interview, and then it's getting there. So this old guy say, I eat well, I do a lot of healthy activities, I eat very healthy, and I go to bed very early, so I have good sleep. This is what I think the doctor wants say in the afternoon, right? This is all the good element for the longevity. Then what they realized that there's someone drunk, and then coming back to the house, and then that was at almost midnight, and then someone was singing, and then obviously drunk and having a good time. And then so the reporter was curious. Reporter asked, "What happened to this? What happened? What happened? Who's that?" And this guy said, "Oh, you know, it's my father. I told him not to go out and then get drunk every night, and then this is what he's doing that every time." So that there's no response. So the CNN and actually the Harvard study did the most recent study. So what they found is that the two most important factors for longevity is really, number one, you have a good people relationship. So you have purpose in life. Okay. Number two, just be happy. So okay, last story. I think the time is getting. So this father kind of have twins, right? Why just outrageous happy all the time? The other is kind of very sad all the time. They're twins. They have the same environment. So the father kind of said, "I'm going to correct the problem. I'm going to neutralize the situation." So one Christmas, this father went to one room and put all the gifts he could find, everything the kids want, and put it in the room. And go to the other room, he go to the farm and then take the whole scrap and then